AI video editing is getting crazy, you guys. Check out the AI templates that Descript just rolled out. Join me in Descript and I'll show you how they work. When you first open up Descript and you're on your main view here, the drive view, right here, there's a button that says Browse More Templates. Click on that. And you can see they got all these different squares here, these different sections of types of videos that you can make. And to be clear, what these templates do is this is using Descript's Underlord feature, the AI editor assistant that they have, and it's gonna make this type of video for you. Now, some of them require input. So for example, at the end of this video, I'm gonna demonstrate the one called Make an Intro Video, and I'm gonna give it my logo, and I'm gonna give it a little bit about what my business does, and then we're gonna see the intro video that it comes up with. But with some of the rest of these, for example, make an explainer video. I'll show you this one as well. You can use this template and it's gonna make a 90-second explainer video on a topic of your choice. But if I click on one of these, so I click on explainer video, this is the prompt that Underlord is gonna get. So it's gonna say, ask these questions one at a time, as succinctly as possible, wait for an answer before asking another question. So it's gonna take me through this sequence to find out what I want it to make for me, and then it's gonna actually generate that video. It's gonna generate the script, it's gonna add in the B-roll, it's gonna do everything on my behalf. And then just to show you a couple of the other ones here, they have edit a video. That's just the catch-all for like creating a video project. You can create with an avatar. This is using either an avatar of yourself or one of their pre-made ones or an AI generated one. You can have it look like a person is speaking and saying those words. You can have it edit a podcast. So all sorts of useful stuff in here that is just gonna save a ton of time in making videos. But again, let's do an explainer video to try this. So I clicked on the Use Template button, and there it is. It automatically opens up the Underlord in the bottom right corner, and it drops in that entire prompt. So it says make an explainer video, and then it says setup. Ask these questions one at a time as succinctly as possible. Now, one thing I wanna mention about these templates is these are tested by the Descript team. They're things that have been proven to work, and they may not exactly fit your needs. So you could use these as starting points. You could tweak the prompt to make it more your own. And I know a lot of people will have spreadsheets or Google Docs full of prompts that they know work really well. So you could take one of these prompts and build off of it, or you could use these as inspiration to see like what is getting good results and then adjust and build your own accordingly. Okay, so it gave it that whole prompt, and then Underlord comes back and said, let's get started on your explainer video. What topic would you like your explainer video to cover? And I said, make an explainer video about how to learn a language. I hit return, and now it comes back and it says, you can paste in your own script. So if I'd already written something, I could just paste that in and it would make a video off of my existing script. Or I can record and upload a voiceover that I've already made. Or I can just say, you do it for me, generate a full script and AI narration for you. So I said, you do it. And again, just plain English. So there's no like right or wrong way to say this. The more information you give it, the more context you give it, the more instructions you give it, the more precise it's gonna be in its actions. But I always like to start broad and then narrow. So let's try this out by just saying, you do it. Let's see what it comes up with. I hit enter. And now it's asking me, would I like a masculine or feminine AI voice, or would I like an avatar to present it? And I said, focus on visuals and use a masculine voice. Okay, and you can see it working as it goes. So it just put in the script. So that's the first step. It just finished generating that. And now we can see some titles starting to come in. So it's dropping in text on the video. If I go to the next scene, it's starting to apply layouts. So we're gonna have some media dropped in here. It's dropping in lists. And you can see if I scroll up to the top, it even gave it a title. So it titled this entire video, Master Any Language, Smart Consistent Path. Okay, and it's starting to drop in our B-roll. So it generated these images. Pretty cool. And again, the topic I gave it was language learning. So it put in this title, Fit Language Learning into Your Busy Life. And then it generated these 3 examples of like morning practice, learning during commute, evening entertainment. Okay, and now it's switching up the theme. It changed the text, the font to sign, and then made it bigger, added some color. Okay, and it's done. And it took quite a long time. Here's all the stuff it did. You can see in the gray there, everything that it did to my video. And it says, here's what I accomplished. It also tells me down here. And then it asked me, would I like to do anything else? Try a different layout pack for a new look. So I could edit the colors and, make it more my own. And you can see right off the bat, it didn't do a perfect job. Like it put this B-roll in front of the text. It put a line through the text. So obviously this is a work in progress. Yeah, look at that. Not great. Not great. This is the kind of situation where you spend more time undoing what it did than than being able to use it. It started off well when I showed you those 3 examples, but as you know, I never edit out the mistakes on this channel. But let's see if it can fix itself. I said clean up the layouts. Right now there are problems with the B-roll overlapping the text. Let's see how it does. Okay, let's see how it did. First scene looks good. Second scene, not so much. We still have this placeholder that it didn't take care of, but there's the image behind it. Still got a placeholder. Text is still funky. So very much still a work in progress. Let's go back and let's try another one. Browse more templates. This time, let's do the intro video. So I'm going to say use template. And once again, here in the purple is the prompt that this is dropping in. And it asks me, do you have a recording that you'd like to use, or would you prefer to write a script and use AI narration? And then would you like to add a logo? So let me add a logo. I dropped in my Descript Mastery logo. I said, use the attached logo, outfit font, and make an intro promoting the company that teaches people how to use Descript. I said, what is the purpose of this video? And I told it, audience, people over 40 who are getting started with making video. And the message is, we teach you how to get started with the most powerful storytelling tool on earth, video. And it's asking me which voice I want to use. So I said, use AI voice and write the script for me. Let's see what it does. And it's done. So let's go ahead and play this. All right, right off the bat, we got a problem. It put my logo really big, and I'm gonna just go ahead and minimize that, fix that myself, put it below. It did use my font. I told it outfit, it did that. And again, the quality of the output is the quality of the inputs. Keep in mind, I gave it a very broad instructions. I just said, go and do this. If I had told it, use a particular hex code color, it would have probably done that. But instead, it just, in the absence of my instructions, it just used an orange color for this particular font, which is fine. Let's go ahead.
Welcome to Descript Mastery, where we believe.
Okay, and there's the voice with the script that it wrote, and then I told it to use Bernard, so that's the stock AI voice that it used. It didn't go ahead and turn this avatar, it didn't lip sync it, but if I play it, I can hit this generate avatar button,
worth sharing.
and I could have it turn that where it actually is moving the lips of this avatar to create my video. If I go a little bit further down.
Let me share something with you. Video is the most powerful storytelling tool we've ever had.
It switches up to another narrator, still reading the AI-generated script, and it put the placeholder in the background, which I could swap out. I can click on the placeholder layer. If you don't know how to use those, check out the video in the top right corner of your screen. But you can click on these placeholder layers, say add media, and then you can add something off of your computer. You can record something over that, or whatever, all your normal options of adding media to your Descript project. So this feature is still very much a work in progress, as you can see, and you might spend a lot of time just fixing what the AI did for you. But I like to show these features as soon as they're available to keep you on the cutting edge, because if you start implementing these into your workflow, you figure out what makes these features effective, and as they improve over time, your editing is just going to get faster and faster. And as I've predicted many times on this channel, I think in the next 24 to 36 months, video editing is going to be a lot more of a conversation with your computer than what it is today. So if you want to stay on the cutting edge, subscribe to this channel. This is Descript Mastery. All we talk about here is keeping you on the cutting edge of video editing using Descript.